Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Backcourt Bites. I'm your host, Wes. Today, we've got some insane moments and some takes you're not going to hear anywhere else. Make sure you drop a like, hit subscribe. Let's get right into it. Tyrese Maxey drops 54 points in an overtime game versus the Bucks. Is he a superstar? I think he's been a superstar, to be honest, but he just hung 54 in Milwaukee, a career high overtime against the Sixers, 123-114. No Embiid, no Giannis. Maxey stole the night. Philly has needed a closer, and Maxey definitely delivered. 54 points, 18 of 30, 6 threes, 9 assists, 5 boards, 3 steals. Monster usage, monster efficiency. It's the sixth 50-point game of the NBA season and his new career high. Fourth quarter, fourth quarter Bucks were up late. Maxey forces overtime by drilling 2 clutch free throws, 7 seconds left. In overtime, the Sixers blitz. Rookie Justin Edwards cans the open 3 from deep. Quentin Grimes buries a dagger 3, ices it at the line. Philly closes on a 14-5 run. Maxey keeps slicing switches, hitting pull-ups, finding shooters. Milwaukee never recovers from this. Milwaukee side, Ryan Rollins popped for 32 and 14. Bobby Portis, Kyle Kuzma chipped in. Without Giannis, though, Bucks did not have a late game answer for Maxey's two-man action. Meanwhile, Paul George, just back, added 21 in under 25 minutes. This is a secondary punch that they've needed when Embiid sits, so it's good to see Paul George out there. Joel Embiid holds the Sixers record with 70. He did that in 2024. Maxey's 54 isn't the most in the franchise, but it's one of the bigger single-game explosions we've seen in Philly. Maxey and Wilt Chamberlain are the only Sixers ever with 50 points, 9 assists in the same game. So pretty elite company there. So let me know what you guys think. Is Maxey an all NBA caliber player? I think he's been there, especially when Embiid is out. He definitely shows his moments. Nights like this answer it. Elite 3-level shooting, late clock creation, reads to shooters, the stamina to play 46 minutes. If he sustains his playmaking with efficiency, he's definitely in that tier. Philly fans, where does this rank for you in the modern Sixers lore? League-wide, is he a top 10 guard right now? Drop your take below. Smash the like if you love these breakdowns and subscribe for more nightly recaps. And let's catch the end of this game here.
Maxey is good. 35 for Tyrese Maxey. Before he got going. 3-point game. Maxey hits the brakes and hits the fadeaway. 37 for Maxey.
So well, efficient from the field.
Pull ahead. Maxey from the logo. Count it for Tyrese Maxey. There it is. George and Grimes combining for the stop.
Yeah, good conversion there.
VJ Edgecombe. 2:30 to play. Tyrese Maxey from the corner for 3.
Maxey's got half of the free throw attempts for the Sixers. He's assuming that Maxey misses, which he doesn't do very often. 88% free throw shooter.
Grimes blowing past Kuzma, drops it off to Drummond. Maxey to the left hand for 50.
To overtime and playing without your superstar.
They're definitely tough, especially when you get contribution in a lot of different ways from a lot of different guys.
All right, moving on to the disaster in Sacramento. Domantas Sabonis injury, 41-point loss to the Grizzlies. Are the Kings just completely cooked? Absolute nightmare in Memphis. Kings get blown out by 41. Final score 137-96. Before the tip, we learned that Sabonis has a meniscus tear. This is as bad as it gets for the Kings. FedEx Forum, Memphis rolls. Sacramento drops its 8th straight loss, all by double digits. The headline, Sabonis out at least 4 weeks after his MRI, and he's basically the hub of everything they do. This wasn't a steal at late game. It was a wire-to-wire beatdown. Memphis jumps them with 35 in the first, 40 in the second. Santi cooks with 29. Jock Landau adds 21. Grizzlies pile up points. quarter by quarter, the Kings just get destroyed. 35-22, 40-25, 38-29. You get the picture. Without Sabonis, this is what they're missing. The dribble handoffs, elbow action, short roll reads, all gone. Defensive glass, gone. Identity, their pace, their flow, it collapses into first action jumpers, especially with Zach LaVine out there. Team confirms a partial meniscus tear in his left knee. Brutal timing for a team that's already spiraling. They get smoked by 41. It's definitely a gut punch for them. Give Memphis credit, though. Even shorthanded, they ran and competed. Aldama, ball movement, relentless pace, snapped their skid. Meanwhile, Sacramento issues aren't just X's and O's. It's a compete level. Doug Christie has already called multiple efforts unacceptable, period. A not-so-subtle challenge to the locker room. Tonight definitely validated what he's been complaining about. Season's not over yet, but the margin is. Without Sabonis, they definitely need a plan. Simplify the offense, crash by committee, and tighten rotations around defenders. Stop the bleeding. Expect the front office noise of this skid. To stand pat in this free fall is how a season dies. Sabonis' timeline and losing skid. 8 straight losses. We'll see what happens. Kings fans, what do you guys want to do here? Do we want to get some trade help? Do we want to shake up the rotation or just ride it out until DeMontis returns? Grizzlies fans, how are you guys feeling? Does this feel like a turning point? I know y'all are having a rough season as well with all the drama. Let me know in the comments below. Drop your takes, smash like, and be sure and hit that subscribe button. And we are not going to watch the end of this game because this game was just terrible. Moving on, now we've got the Spurs 135-126 shootout against the Hawks. San Antonio hangs 135, wins a wild shootout. 3 straight W's, 11-4 in the season, and they did this without Wembanyama. Are the Spurs for real? We all thought that they were a couple seasons out from being for real, but they might be here now. The Hawks came in hot offensively, but the Spurs blitzed them with a massive second quarter and close with poise after a late Atlanta push. De'Aaron Fox leads with 26, Keldon Johnson 25 off the bench, Champagne 20, that's balance, depth, that's what they've needed. Here's what the game looked like. Second quarter surge, Spurs shoot nearly 70%, flip a first quarter deficit into a 14-point lead at half. The Hawks rally, they trim it to 1, even they grab a brief lead behind Alexander Walker's 38 points and Jalen Johnson's 26 and 12. But in winning time, San Antonio answers with a late 10-0 run, sparked by a Sohan dunk and Fox Johnson making shots, never looking back. Here's why this is a big win for the Spurs, even without Wemby, who is out with a calf. This offense keeps its structure with him out. 5-out spacing, quick second side actions, and multiple drivers. Fox has been the pace controller they've always needed. Keldon bully drives, and Champagne's shooting give them a lineup flexibility. 3 straight wins, best record in the Southwest, and the on-ball defense and glass are trending up, even with Wemby out. When he returns, the ceiling just goes through the proverbial roof. So, and remember, when Wemby's there, you layer rim protection. You mismatch Hunt, late game gravity into this template. If the role guys keep hitting these shots and Fox keeps the turnovers low, this isn't just a cute start. This is home court advantage potential in the West. Winning while your star sits is the most convincing data a young team can show. Credit Atlanta, though. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had 38. Jalen Johnson was everywhere, as he has been. But late-game execution and turnovers really burned them again. Trae Young out. The half-court just kind of stalls out, and that's when the rumor mill winds up. If the slide continues, expect louder talk about retooling around Jalen Johnson's growth and defensive size. Spurs fans, is this the real deal? I know you guys are excited already, especially with Wemby. But 11-4, is this just a hot start, or is this the real deal? What changes when Wemby comes back? Hawks fans, what's one priority you guys want to focus on? Is it health? Is it tweaking the rotation? or do we want to make a trade? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you smash that like button and hit subscribe. Moving on to the next game, Paolo Banchero and the Magic stun the Clippers in Orlando. Is Orlando's young core for real? Orlando just smoked them on live TV, 129-101, and the youth movement looked scary. They had pace, they were hitting shots, the defense, turning live ball turnovers into a runaway. This is Orlando's new motto, and it isn't fluky. Magic put 6 guys in double figures, 32 assists, and led by as many as 30. The Clippers, another stumble, which we've become kind of accustomed to seeing. This game, here's how it went. We had ball movement and shooting. Orlando sprays the floor, 53% from three, not free. 9 different Magic players hit a triple. They forced 21 turnovers, fly in transition. A late third quarter Clippers drought blows it wide open. Balanced finish. They had no hero ball, just drive, kick, extra pass, layer, corner 3, textbook basketball. Jalen Suggs, 23 and 7, hit 5 threes. Franz Wagner, 20 points, headline the scoring. Tristan Da Silva, 17 and 8. Some grown man minutes from their extras there. Zooming out, this surge is what Orlando's been building around. Paolo Banchero, his size on the wings, multiple handlers, and a defense that feeds into the offense. Even on nights when Paolo is limited or, somebody is out, the system holds. Suggs has his on-ball defense, Franz's secondary creation, and role guys who shoot it on time. That's why this start just feels like what they've been looking for in Orlando. LA, they got 31 from James Harden and 14 and 19 from Ivica Zubac. But the support wasn't there, and the giveaways killed them. This just kind of adds to a brutal run. 9 losses in 10 games. The online chatter is, of course, around Kawhi. Off-court headlines with all the drama with them sneaking in money and stuff like that. Fair or not, the point is, on-court organization is not there. Back to the Magic. Are they for real? Short answer is yes. When a young team wins with defense, pace, and depth, it travels. And Paolo's half-court gravity and late shot clock making, Orlando definitely looks like they're going to be a top 6 seed, especially in the division they're in, with upset juice if the bracket breaks right. For the Clippers, clean the turnovers up, stabilize the rotations, and get a consistent two-way minutes around Harden and Zubac. While all this noise is going on, they definitely need to clean that up. They have the people to do it. They have the coaches to do it. They've got to get that done. For Orlando fans, what is their ceiling here? Do you think with Paolo healthy, top 4? In the East? I think the East is wide open. So drop your take down below. Make sure and hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns. Last but not least, we've got some drama here in LA. Lakers shockingly fire the Buss brothers. Is another shakeup coming? The Lakers dropped a bomb. Joey and Jesse Buss, longtime front office pillars, and Jeannie's brothers have been fired amid a sweeping reorg. Ownership has changed. The org chart is moving. What's happening next in LA? Multiple outlets report that the Lakers dismissed Joey, who was the VP of R&D, and Jesse, assistant GM, director of scouting, as part of a larger shakeup that also hit the scouting staff. This follows the $10 billion sale, making Mark Walter the new majority owner, while Jeannie Buss remains team governor and the brothers keep minority stakes.
Think about players like Austin Reeves.
What is so important about this? Joey and Jesse were deeply tied to the Lakers' talent pipeline. Credited across the league with scouting wins, infrastructure, and removing both at once signals that Walter's group is installing its own people quickly, and it ends another chapter of the Buss' family day-to-day control. Symbolically, this is huge for the franchise that has been defined by the Buss name for over 40 years. Short term, this could increase LeBron's leverage. Any incoming executive will want alignment with the locker room's biggest voice. If LA pivots personnel mid-season, expect LeBron and AD to be central to that input. Spacing, defense around them. Long term, a more corporate structure under Walter might dilute star-driven politics compared to the past, but that depends on who's hired and how much rope Pelinka retains. As far as trades and free agency, front office turnover usually means the team's going to be active. With scouting reworked, ownership fresh, clean fit role players, low turnover wings instead of splashy names, or if they chase headlines, a consolidation trade around picks or swaps to fast track title contention while LeBron is still there. Either way, the league folks will know that phones in LA are on and they will be calling, especially with the draft and pro scouting lines now redrawn. Does this off the court chaos equal or on court problems, though? Short term, yeah, probably. I mean, upheaval definitely bleeds into rotations, vibes, players with or patience with young players. But if the hires are sharp, messages consistent, this can definitely stabilize the team as well. Clear roles, modern analytics, accountability, it can definitely travel from the suite to the floor. Bottom line, the bus era inside the office just shrank almost to the end. And Walter era is asserting itself. Lakers fans, do you want a star wing or would you like a disciplined roster glue? And should LeBron have more or less say in what the Lakers do? Interested to see your take on this. Sure, drop it below, smash a like, and we'll track this from here.
Mark Walter has taken control of these Lakers, and they are making some serious front office restructurings and changes. Sources tell me that the Lakers have fired, effective immediately, 2 minority owners as well as leading basketball executives in Joey and Jesse Buss. Most of the front office scouting department has been fired today. And you think about just going back to when Mark Walter took over, possibly these changes were on the horizon eventually. Jeannie Buss has stayed on as the governor, but Joey and Jesse Buss, interestingly, were the 2 siblings that voted against the sale of the $10 billion sale of the Los Angeles Lakers to Mark Walter. And they have been responsible. They've been at the key center of the Lakers scouting department. Think about players like Austin Reeves, Alex Caruso, Kyle Kuzma, Julius Randle, on and on and on. And I just spoke to Jesse Buss today, and he told me it was Dr. Buss's idea for Joey and I to run basketball operations one day, but Jeannie has effectively kept herself in place with her siblings fired.
Wow.
Last but not least, we got the play of the day, which tonight, November 21st, going to be Kobe White, over 2.5 threes, playing against Miami. We're going to lock that in and hope to see you guys on the other side. All right, those are your backcourt bites for the day. If you want more quick hit NBA moments, breakdowns, make sure you hit like, smash subscribe, drop your take in the comments, and we'll see you next time.